Breaking news today. Putin's top military advisor in Ukraine appears to be doubtful about the outcome of the conflict. The Russian minister in charge of Vladimir Putin's all-out invasion of Ukraine is at a loss in the wake of recent setbacks on the front lines. Despite recent gains by Ukrainian forces on the eastern and southern fronts as part of their counteroffensive, Defense Minister Sergei Shoigu appears to be less optimistic about the war's outcome than he was a week ago. Video of the politician being interviewed by a prominent propagandist about whether or not Russia would win has gone viral on social media. Yevgeny Popov, a pro-Putin Russian state TV anchor and MP, turns to him and asks, "Will we win?" Shoigu's nervous shrug and statement to the camera, "We have no other options," was telling of his anxiety. The original version of the clip was edited to omit his response, giving the impression that he is out of strategic options in the Ukraine conflict. However, the fact that the question was even raised on Russian state TV betrays a lack of confidence within the Putin machine regarding the outcome of the war. After meeting with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un, Shoigu made these comments about the rumored arms deal between the two countries. Ukraine has made significant territorial gains in recent weeks and is now striking deeper into Russian territory than ever before. The Rostov-on-the-Don, a $250 million submarine, was sunk this week by a Storm Shadow missile. In the same attack on the Crimean port of Sevastopol, a large landing ship was also disabled. After the spring and summer campaigns, Shoigu informed Popov, "We are now in the autumn campaign." He stressed, without providing evidence, that, "We are continuing to destroy Ukrainian military equipment and personnel," but he did not mention any Russian gains in his analysis for state TV. He continued, "Our troops are engaged in staying defense in relevant areas. Some places make it more difficult to accomplish than others." Shoigu said Russian commanders are acting with confidence, defending what they must in areas where the Ukrainian military is trying to advance. He emphasized, "Our primary objective is to destroy their apparatus." John the Baptist's words of caution infuriated Herodias. She used her husband's influence to eliminate him. Vladimir Putin handles his critics in his own unique fashion, accusing them of betraying the country before arresting, jailing, and even killing them. In Nicaragua, Daniel Ortega follows suit. Critics have no place in a dictatorship. They take issue with who is conveying the message rather than the message itself. They act this way due to a lack of true authority over them. This is the way of dictatorial parents, teachers, pastors, and anyone else who holds sway over their followers, whether by birth, position, or some other means. They do this because they perceive fair judgment of themselves in the criticism. They recognize the truth of the message directed at them and recognize that it contradicts their current way of acting or being. Like Herodias, Putin, Ortega, and anyone else in power who is willing to silence legitimate criticism finds themselves in this position. They see it as essential to their own well-being. Critique and opposition from loyal citizens are not only welcomed but encouraged in democracies. They ensure that whoever is in charge continues working for the greater good. Misguided critics offer constructive feedback for their own benefit rather than to help others make better choices. Similar to when this occurs, it will be driven by influence rather than command.